to another episode of Bad Decision Garage. I am Neil. Today we're working on something a little bit different. Today we got my 2016 Yamaha YXZ and we're going to fix a tire that no longer wants to hold air, hopefully. Let's do a quick walk around of this thing, show you guys what's up. So like I said, it's a 2016 Yamaha YXZ. Got the 3-pedal model. 1, 2, 3. This one has been abused. Been a lot of fun, but abused. So, like I said, today we're gonna patch up this one tire over here that isn't holding air. It's got a little hole in the sidewall. Last time I was out, I hit a couple boulders on the trail. Ended up messing up this rim here a little bit. Right there, got her pretty good, and that tire seems to still be holding air, luckily, so we'll leave that one on the back. And then I pinched the front tire here somewhere on the sidewall. So today we're gonna show you how not to fix a tire properly. But since I'm cheap, I'm not gonna try to replace this tire neither. Let me get this thing jacked up, this tire off, and we'll get to it. Alright, first things first, let's get it in the air and tire off of it, and then let's figure out what we got going on. Alright, let's find a block of wood quick. Alright, I'm sure this will work just fine. We'll toss the jack under here somewhere. Sure. That'll catch it if it falls. And we'll get this guy. Alright. Tires off. Let's fill it up and see where the leak is and figure out what to do about it. Alright, so like I said, we're going to fill this up, figure out where it's leaking from, and we'll go from there. And now this is a beadlock wheel, and I've never really dealt with beadlocks before, so that's going to be something we're going to learn today. Well, we got a hole here, and it feels like the bead is leaking in this area. So now the next thing will be is to dig out all the mud around the bolts so we can pull the bolts for the bead lock, I believe, is what's going to have to happen. And we'll investigate it a little bit more from there. So Just hang tight. Let me go find something to scrape this shit out with. Probably would have been pretty advantageous to clean this before trying to do this, but you know, how are you supposed to get the rig to go clean it when it's on a flat tire? So here we are, chiseling mud out of bolt holes so that a guy can get a socket on it. And I'm going to go grab a valve core tool and some sockets. Alrighty, grab a valve core tool, pull this valve core out. Super fun to do here. Gives us lots of room to twist, I guess. Oh, dropped it. Drop it again. And let's go, buddy. Wow, I really put that. This thing's being a fun chore to do. Oh, got a little cover over that guy, okay. Hey, we got it. Now not to lose that guy. There we go. Half inch. Okay. These feel not so well coming out. Like, it's a very strange feeling. We're just kind of letting her chew on it easily. And hoping for the best. There's a chance that these bolts are all bent and gonna have to be replaced. They all seem to be coming out really funny. Yeah, they all seem to be coming out at angles. I'm guessing that'll be an issue. Just guessing. I'm not, like I said, never dealt with beadlock wheels before. So, we'll figure it out together. That one needs a little bit more digging. Oh, losing bolts, which I mean isn't a bad thing. We'll just get them all out of the way that we can so far. Yes. 2 more to go. Need my pick back. Here we go. We were at least successful in getting the ring off. Yep, there we go. I'm sure that's just fine. A little bit of mud here. Nothing that should be a big issue, I'm guessing. I think we'll have to go over to the tire machine and at least pop the rear bead, and maybe in the process of doing that, it'll pop the front bead. And there's a part of me that feels like we should probably take the old center cap off so it don't get broken. I don't know. I'll meet you guys over at the tire machine. Well, hello, back by the tire machine. Like I said, I'd see you guys. Got the center cap off the rim here so that way it doesn't get broken when in the bead popper. Let's get to it. Let's get this tire off and get a patch on it and see if it'll work. And that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Maybe a side fight. I don't really know what to do here. Yes. Ooh. Looking real professional here, guys. I'm trying. Fall right up, I'll tell you that. Hey. Oh, that sounds horrible. Hey, look at that. Alrighty. Now let's just see if we can find my markings that I made. There we go. Just 1 second, guys. Let's set you up a little bit differently. We're over here now at this Tire Grabby 9000 machine. I don't really know. It's for putting patches in tires. We got our spot marked where we need to put our patch right here. Let's get it, see if this thing will even do what we need it to do. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Alright guys, got a light here. Let me bring you in and see if I can actually show you guys the hole that we're going to try to patch from the inside. 1 second. Okay, you see this little nick right there? This little guy? That's our problem. And we're going to try to patch it. And to do that, we'll be using a couple tools. Like, I don't think I'll be able to keep you guys in the tire with me, but I'll put you guys over here again so you can watch me do what I'm doing, and I can explain it to you guys as I go. I'm gonna take a rougher upper 900 here, I guess. I don't know, this is the deluxe model. Most of the time they just give you a little piece of whatnot. And then we got our Presser 800. Gazing. So first thing we're gonna do is just rough up the spot that we want the patch to adhere to. Maybe. Okay. 1 sec. I went and grabbed the old Scratcheroony Electrified. See if this will speed this process up or if it'll just make it worse. I can't even really get into it. What if we extend it? Well, we got a smaller guy. Hopefully it was the bulkiness that was holding us back from being able to get into where we needed to. Nope, I guess we're just gonna have to try to do this by hand. Doctor it up a little bit more. Put the hand down here. Now that after you get it all scraped up or whatnot, get yourself your patch out here. I got me some slime tire patch because it was the cheapest there today. We'll probably use one of these smaller patches since it'll be about the size that we need. We'll definitely liberally amount the rubber cement for the fact that it is on the sidewall and we want it to hold. So let's see if we are successful, guys. Rubber cement. Spread over roughed up area. Rub that in with the finger a little bit in all the area here. And we want you to let that become tacky, I guess. Another problem is I kind of almost maybe have lost our hole. Yee. Let's look from this side right there. Okay, I found it again. I found it again, guys. I found it. They want that to become tacky. Whatever that means. So you put the rubber cement on there, and then I guess you just peel the backing layer off of the old patcharoon, and you stick that bad boy on there. Kabang, patch on, yes. And I'm gonna grab my rolly guy here again and just roll it in there. Really try to force it into the tire. Hopefully, you know, it accepts it. Alrighty, I'll bring you guys over here and show you the patch in there now. And we're gonna cross our fingers and, you know, do all those things, twist our tongue right, to hope, just to hope that it actually works. I'll let this set up probably about 5-10 minutes before I actually go tossing the tire on, just to give that glue a little bit more time, but that's about all it is, guys. That's about all it is to do that. And like I said, probably really shouldn't be patching sidewalls. So, you know, take this advice with your own. We'll see if it even works, you know, that's another thing. Like, this may just be a big old waste of time. We'll see you guys here in about 5-10 minutes after I let this set up and we start putting the tire back on the rim. Alright, I'm back, guys. Glue's been setting up. While the glue was setting up, I ran to the hardware store and grabbed some bolts for the bead lock, you know, because they were bent. So right now I'm just going to spend a little bit of time cleaning up the rim, just to make sure she's, you know, ready to accept the tire. And right now I'm just kind of trying to get the big deposits of stuff off. It's a fairly clean rim actually on the inside, which is a good thing. Means I haven't ever had too many leaks or nothing. And then we'll clean up this top lip here where the tire sits. Make sure all our bolt holes are tried and true. Since I don't have a thread chase, I'm just going to run a bolt into them and, you know, see what happens. Can't be any different, really. Just going to do this to all of them. Alright, well, maybe. I don't really remember where I started now. So we'll just go to where I remember. Alrighty. Now since I can't find my blowgun anywhere, ooh, I wonder. Hey, hey. that actually worked. Let's grab the tire and let's get this thing popped up. Alrighty, we got our tire here again after a fresh patch job. Let's move it up a little bit. Probably help with the reinstallation. Move it off. Good. Went on far easier than it came off, guys. Grab the old bead lock ring here. Get that position. Some new hardware, bolts and washers, because why not? You know, let's just spend my money. Got these thick boy washers because I couldn't find the exact size length of bolts and I didn't want them to bottom out without doing their job, so let's just get these all, I think hand started would probably be the best bet. And I do believe washers have one right way to go on. If you look at them, these ones especially, let's see here. Not gonna focus on it. Well, there's writing on this side, and this side's completely smooth. I like that side to be towards the bolt head, the writing down. God, I really wish I could. Let me see here once, guys. I guess it doesn't want to focus. I'm sorry, guys, but trust me, there's one way to put on a washer. I mean, it goes on both ways and it probably does the job just the same. Maybe it's OCD, maybe it's, I don't know what it is, but I know that there's only one way. Just line up all the washers in the hole, then we can just start dropping bolts in. I'm not having to fish a washer on every single one. Bought a couple extra, oh, 2 more to go. I can't count. Bought a couple extra just in case. Let's see here. Because I'm lazy. Let's start our crisscross pattern. Let me actually go grab a hand wrench so I can feel this. Maybe even a torque wrench, like I said. Alright guys, I did track down a torque wrench. But it's in inch pounds, so we get to do mathematics of 15 feet-pounds to inch pounds. And since I'm not no math wizard, let's pull up the wizard on my phone that is. And he says it's 180 inch pounds. Seems okay. There we go, got that set. Found a marker also. So We'll just do these in stages, I think. Will probably be the best bet. I don't know. Should maybe almost find an extension. I'll be right back again. Jesus. All right, extension acquired. Should have everything I need now. Here. Yes. Okay. To be honest, we're actually going to drop this down to probably like 120 inch-pounds at first. Do the first stage at 10 foot-pounds. And then we'll bump her up. That seems more reasonable. Let's pump some air into this guy and see if it actually works. Or if we've just wasted a whole bunch of time and money today. Oh, need the valve core. Which, I mean, we'll just grab one of these here. And then see if I was just an idiot before and should have grabbed this tool. Which it's looking like that, yep. Nice and easy access here. Remember how we were struggling with that before? Yep, nope, should have grabbed that one. And then can we get this guy up on here? Yes, we can. And still got a leak on the bead here. Oh, yeah. It's in the sidewall there. I think we might be having to put another patch in. So back off with the tire. I now see where we're leaking here. Well, I'll get back with you guys once I get this off and another patch put in there, hopefully. Talk to you guys soon. Run back over to the tire stretcher and just put a patch in. Since I already showed you guys that, I'll get back to you guys when I'm mounting this back up. We're back, we got this second patch in. Let me get you guys in here and show you that quick. As you can see, 2 patches on the sidewall. Absolutely what you're looking for out of a tire repair. Absolutely. I don't see how this is gonna end badly at all. That first one held up, so like, I mean, the second one should patch its job and we should be able to hold air again. So let's get this thing mounted up and see yet again if this was all for a waste of time. tire just goes on so much easier than it comes off. That's that one. Now let's put a valve stem back in her and see if she actually holds air. Wowzies. Just lift up on it a little bit. Done. Plug air in and oh, shit. I think we might have been successful. I'm gonna just spray this bad boy down and see if we got yeah, I don't see no bubbles. Success! Alright guys, I'll meet you back over at the machine. We'll get this tire toss on in the back because, you know, I don't really want my tire to explode on me and shank me off into the weeds, the trees, a cliff, depends on where I'm riding. So we'll put this guy in the back, move the back one to the front, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm gonna put that tire that we just patched up in the back because if it blows out, I'd rather not have it on the steer tire. So let's get the ass end jacked up on this thing quick, at least this side, grab this tire. We're not gonna take that tire because of the damage I showed you guys earlier. That's just as smart as putting that tire in the front. So let's get this other good one here and get after it. Sure. It's off the ground. We'll be quick. Something like that. Move that tire right there. Bring him on back. Do. Put tire on, hear jack moving. Put tire on before jack falls. That's one. Guess that's two going on. Alrighty, we were successful without the machine falling. Yay us. Alright, look at that. Tire actually holds there. Let's jump to the other side, get the front jack back up, and put that tire back on. Right now guys, just as a disclaimer, like I would never patch the sidewalls on a car tire whatsoever, especially with other people's lives at danger. A side-by-side four-wheeler, why not? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can go fast on it, but put them in the back, you get a flat tire in the back, you'll just a little bit. You lose a tire in the front and you're shooting one way or the other, so just keep that in mind, guys. Like, probably not the right way to fix a tire, but I'm also cheap, and this is the cheapest way I was able to do it, to be able to keep side-by-side in this year, and that's about it. But like, remember, never patch the sidewalls on a car tire you plan on driving on the highway or even any public roads. Like, if you're just bebopping around a farm, whatever, but not on no public roads, guys. Like I said, that'll be it for this episode. So we will see you guys later.